How Hercules defeated the river god Achelaus. The clash of the Titans echoed through the valleys, and the very earth shook with their wrath. In the heart of ancient Greece, where myths and legends echoed with reality, where gods and mortals danced on the edge of the precipice of fate, a battle unfolded, whose echoes would echo through eternity, and it would go down in the annals of these legends. It was a clash of titans, one mortal, the other divine. A duel between Hercules, the indomitable hero, and Achelaus, the shape-shifting river god. Their feud was not just a rivalry. It was a cosmic struggle, a storm of pride, desire, and elemental rage. Hercules, the mighty demigod, stood resolute with his muscular arms bent, while Achelaus, the river god, roared with the fury of 1,000 storms. The stage was prepared, a rocky arena on the banks of the river Evenos. The sun dipped lower, casting elongated shadows across the rugged terrain. The air hummed with anticipation, and the gods themselves bowed down to witness this epic duel. Dear listener, imagine this scene, the earth trembling beneath Hercules' feet, the river churning, its streams writhing like serpents. Achelaus, with his horned head and watery form, challenged the demigod. "I am the life force of these lands," he roared. "You, a mere mortal, dare to defy me?" Hercules squared his shoulders, his lion-skin cloak unfurled. "I seek the hand of Deianira," he announced. "And to win her, I must compete with you for the prize, the sacred cornucopia." The tale begins with a love as turbulent as the raging rivers themselves. Deianira, daughter of King Achelaus, was the prize, a vision of beauty that stirred the hearts of Hercules and Achelaus. But Achelaus was no ordinary river god. He changed forms like a chameleon, his liquid body transforming from bull to serpent to raging torrent. "Choose your opponent," he taunted. "Shall we fight as men or as beasts?" The river god, with his liquid eyes and sinuous forms, mesmerized Deianira, whispering promises of eternal flow and life-giving waters. But Hercules, with his manly arms and lion-skin cloak, was just as amazed. Hercules grinned, his eyes sparkling. "Both," he replied. "For I am the son of Zeus, and my power knows no bounds." And so the contest that would decide Deianira's fate unfolded on the stage. The duel of the werewolves. Achelaus, cunning as ever, transformed. His liquid form froze, transforming into a mighty bull with trickles of water glistening on his hide. His horns curved like crescents, and his eyes held the secrets of forgotten springs. Without flinching, Hercules squared his shoulders and stepped into the arena, a mortal, challenging a god. The clash was catastrophic. The bull rushed to the attack, its hooves tearing the ground. Hercules grappled with the animal in a dance of muscle and water, earth and tide. Muscles tensed, sweat mixed with the spray of the river. The crowd held its breath as they swirled in a primal dance of strength and will. Achelaus wriggled, his bull horns piercing the ground. But Hercules, relentless, grabbed the river god by the neck, and water flowed through his fingers. "Tell me your secrets," he demanded. "How do you control the tides?" "Water shapes everything," hissed Achelaus. "I am the ebb and flow of the tide, the giver and taker." Hercules laughed, blooded, but adamant. "And I," he said, "I am the destroyer of chains." The battle raged on. Achelaus, desperate to win Deianira's favor, turned again into a serpent, whose scales shimmered like moonlight on water. He coiled around Hercules, squeezing him if he were fate itself. But the demigod, driven by love and determination, was adamant and fought back. He tore the serpent's coils apart, and each rupture echoed the birth of a new constellation. The Horn of Plenty. And then came the moment that would echo through eternity. With a primal roar, Hercules broke off one of the horns of Achelaus, twisted, spiraled. "This," he announced, "will be my wedding gift." The river god howled, his essence gushing outward. But from that severed horn emerged a miracle, a cornucopia. Overflowing with fruit, grain and blessings, it became the symbol of abundance. Hercules not only defeated Achelaus, but also brought forth prosperity itself. Deianira, with eyes widened with awe, accepted the horn. Hercules had defeated the river god, but not without difficulty. Achelaus, humbled, retired to his aquatic domain, forever changed. Reflections on triumph and defeat. When the dust settled, Deianira chose Hercules, a mortal, who had tamed rivers and fought the gods. And Achelaus, wounded and humiliated, withdrew to his watery domain. Perhaps he still whispers in the reeds, lamenting his lost love, and the horn that once crowned his forehead. In this clash of power and magic, Hercules emerged victorious. But, perhaps, the true victory lay in the realization that power, like water, can be mastered or unleashed. And so, as the sun sank below the horizon, the demigod stood, wounded, triumphant, and forever inscribed in the annals of myth. Dear listener, when you see the cornucopia at harvest festivals, think of the clash of the titans, the hero who defied the current and the river god who gave up his essence. For in their struggle we find echoes of our own battles, the ebbs and flows of desire, the storms of pride and the delicate balance between strength and sacrifice. And so the myth flows on, like a river, seeking its sea.